point, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a video on this because there's another section at the bottom that I decided would be good to show you. So I'm just gonna go ahead, and you may have already done this in the past, so forgive me and ignore me if you already know this, but I'm gonna double click on this background here. Go to design and then overlay. So if you want just the original image for something, don't select overlay, but it's pretty common practice to at least give it something to kind of soften it a little bit. If you don't want to, again, like I want this to be completely yours, and I want you to be completely and totally happy with this. So I'm gonna do just a little bit of an overlay, and right now I have the color white from the color palette. So for example, if it's 100%, it's gonna be like that. If it's 0%, it's gonna be the original image. So I originally, earlier, when you asked me to change this, it was something like around here, because that's what I had on the lavender photo of the dining tables. But if I bring it down a little bit, it gets really close to the original image, I think it still has a bit of that pop that you're looking for, but it also has a softness to it. You can play around with colors. Yeah, just really giving it completely different moods. So I actually kind of think the yellow is a nice little pop potentially. That's tough. I don't want to. That's a really tough one. I'm curious to know. Okay, I'll leave it at the white because that's what it was. And then we're going to go down here, and I'm going to do the same thing. So when you sent me the Notion note and asked, I think this is the section you were talking about, asked if we could make the letters pop a little more. So originally it probably looked like that, and I agree, like it definitely was not done yet. It needed something to make that more legible. So I added a green hue. I went to the original green color that's just part of the color palette, and I brought the hue down, or the transparency down. And I chose green because I wanted it to blend in with the trees. I don't think yeah, well, anyways, that's why. Now, I haven't clicked these yet. That's definitely not good. So you can see kind of why I chose green. And then if you go into custom, you can go even farther, and maybe you want, like, just kind of playing around with it to really get it to blend in with the trees. The other cool thing is if you go super dark, but you make it transparent, it just gives it a different effect. So it really pops, but then you've got a bit of a darker background, which I personally don't think is, necessarily good for this particular section. Let's see. I'm going to go back to the palette, back to the green, back to custom. Yeah. So anyways, kind of fun to play with. And I just wanted to share that with you. And again, sorry if you already knew that. Hopefully you didn't watch it to the end if you already knew this. Thanks. Bye.